Hi everyone. I wanted to tape my final video, just kind of talking about my recovery from Lyme. And just wanted to let everyone out there know that I have made a full recovery and I'm doing great. I just wanted to do a final video because I know when I was looking through a lot of videos and doing research and just reading personal stories, I never got the answers. Did they finally get better? Are they doing okay today? I just never was able to find that. So I wanted to make sure I put this video out there so that people would know that treatment does work and you do get better. Just wanted to give a little bit of a personal story about what's been going on with me over the last few months. I think the last time that I taped the video, we had decided to go to a neurologist just to kind of take a look at my symptoms, make sure there's nothing serious. I was having some buzzing in my hands and feet and a little bit of tingling in my lips. And they ran several tests and they were not able to find out what the cause of that was. And I really feel like it was a blessing that it wasn't anything serious. And I really truly believe that it was something that I needed to hear. You're okay. Everything is fine. I needed to hear that because, Lyme's disease, it does something to your brain too. It not only destroys the tissue in there and does things physically to your brain, but I really feel like it does something to your psyche to where it's hard for you to believe that you'll ever get better. At least in my case, I definitely feel that way. So for me, it was really good for me to just hear it from a professional that there's nothing wrong with me. And that was just a great news. And after I heard that, I stopped focusing on the buzzing in my hands and feet and really got better into exercising, eating right, started doing yoga. And another one of my last symptoms was back pain, lower back pain. And that has subsided. I don't wake up with arthritis on my lower back anymore. I have good days and bad days. My daughter is walking now, so I don't pick her up as frequently as I used to. We do drive an SUV, so I do lift up the kids to put them in the car several times a day. But other than that, I'm not really lifting her as much, so I think that's helped tremendously for my back, but also the fact that I am focusing on core strengthening, doing yoga, and really just trying to heal my body and get it back to what it needs to be, where it needs to be. When I look back through my journey with Lyme disease, I was not only nursing my daughter at the time, but I was only 4 months postpartum, and when you have a baby, your body just is not where it should be. And I think just recovering from the Lyme disease and also just trying to get my body back to where it needed to be postpartum, I think both of those have both helped with my recovery. But I do want to mention, for me, I feel like one of the key factors for me was knowing when to stop treatment, because I think that you can get bombarded by all of the things that are out there that can help you feel better, and you feel like you need to be taking this and that and this, and I read this one blog, and they said this special kind of cat's claw is perfect, and you can really get caught up in all these vitamin supplements, these things that can help increase your immune system, all of those things, which I definitely did. I got caught up in it. But it wasn't until I really stopped taking that stuff. I mean, I definitely feel like it helped. I don't want to misrepresent those, the supplements that I mentioned in the last video. I definitely feel like it helped going to see the naturopath, and him prescribing me like this patch that I wore and just these different things that I did. However, you can't treat yourself forever. There's a moment where you have to say, okay, like, my body, I've done lymphatic drainage, I've done this, I've done that. Now my body needs to kick back in. My immune system needs to go back to normal. So if you feel comfortable just stopping what you're doing, that's fine with the guidance of a physician. Or if you just want to taper off what you're doing, however you want to do it. But I think everyone needs to try to get to that place, and not focus on every little symptom that they're having while they're off of everything, because you're going to have moments where it's like, oh man, my back's hurting, or man, I just feel like crap today, or you're going to catch a cold from one of your kids and you're going to think, oh my gosh, is this Lyme disease? I mean, it's crazy how your mind works, but eventually you're just going to have to stop taking all these supplements, and you're just going to have to say, I'm okay. Everything is fine. I'm okay. And just praise the Lord that, that He's given you this life and giving you this health. And I know that that's what I do. I have to thank the Lord every day for the health that I have, because I think that you can focus on, oh, my back is achy today, so I'm not going to work out. I'm not going to do yoga. I'm not going to do XYZ. Or, I'm not eating right, so let me just pop all these supplements to kind of make up for it because I've just been feeling like crap. Like, there's just comes a point where you just have to move forward and move on, and just kind of say, okay, this was a little bump in the road, or maybe even a mountain, but I'm on the other side of it, and I'm feeling better, and just kind of go from there. And I think that after being off of the supplements, after being off of the treatment, kind of boosting my immune system, once I got off of stuff, I did get headaches. I started feeling like that buzzy sensation everywhere, but now it's subsided, and I've kind of moved past that. I didn't say, oh gosh, let me get back on the medicine, because I think that in turn creates a cycle of that, not paranoia, but it just creates a cycle where you feel like you have to continue on medicine or continue on treatment. And I came to a point where it's like, I can't stay on treatment forever. I've got to come to a stopping point. So I made peace about it, and I came to a stopping point. And I think that once I did have to kind of renew my spiritual self too, because I feel like that my spirit was damaged through a lot of the Lyme disease stuff that I went through too, and just kind of going to God and spending time in meditation and prayer, and all of that has really helped me through that. Just kind of Him letting me know that He's going to take care of me, and that He's got a reason and a purpose for my life that's far beyond this, this tragedy that happened in my life of getting Lyme, So I think leaning on that has really restored my heart, restored my soul, and that's not something you're going to find in a bottle. That's not something you're going to find in a supplement. That's something that you just kind of have to find on your own. And I think that, I remember reading a few blogs when, I was going through the whole Lyme treatment, and they were saying, oh, well, you really have to heal your body, mind, soul, spirit, all of that. And at the time I was just kind of like, well, that sounds like a great concept, but, how do you do that? And there's really no formula. You just got to figure it out yourself. And I know that sounds really blunt, and it's hard to describe, but you really kind of have to just give it to God at some point and spend some time in quiet and meditation. And I feel like that He gives you that peace about it, that peace that you've made the right decision. So that's my encouragement to you all is who are still struggling through this, is just to find that peace about your situation. I know that that's something that I had prayed for a while when I was going through it. I think that for me it took me a lot longer than it probably should have, because I was very stubborn and not trusting for what God had in store for me. But eventually I came around, and I think that now He's showing me that that He can really work through this bad situation and kind of turn it into a good situation. So So yeah, so that's kind of, I just wanted to give my update that I'm feeling better. I feel like my Lyme disease is completely gone, and I don't have any residual side effects. My lower back pain is better, and you know, no tingling or buzzing or any of that. So just all good news all the way around. And I hope you all out there that are struggling would be encouraged by this, and will be able to see it through on the other side. I know you will. Just have faith, and thank you for following me on these videos and on this journey. Thank you.